Greetings. We are connected with unconditional love for your highest message of wisdom and guidance, most pertinent to you at this time. And today we start off with the sun. The sun today speaks of celebration and victories. It speaks also of a sense of being in the right place, being at the right place, and it also feels like right time. The time might not be at the exact moment that the reading is being received. It could be, but it just feels like there's a right place energy and a celebratory energy. So there's something that is assured and known, and that is true. And underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So that talks about anxiety and worry, fears. It's like the sun speaks of total truth, like complete and total truth. This is truth on all levels, the physical and material levels, as well as the spiritual levels. And the Nine of Swords just speaks of doubts and second guessing, and just not second guessing, really, more like anxieties, fears, worries, even less doubts, like doubts not so much, second guessing not so much, but just anxiety and worries, which, if not tended to, could cave into doubts, of course. Underneath that Nine of Swords energy, there's the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. There's a knowing within you. Intuitively, you can sense and you are aware that you're shifting into the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is independence and stability on a material level on this earthly plane. So you could be having anxiety at this time because maybe you're looking around at your earthly world and wondering, will things really shape out beautifully? But you're not really wondering. I'm not really getting a true wonder, honestly. I feel like but that you just there's just some trickles of anxiety or worry, or just maybe a habit of worrying. But the strongest energy here is the sun. It's warm. So while the anxiety is like cloudy and cold and rainy, the sun is warm, and the people on the sun card are already smiling. They're already happy. So you can take that as it resonates. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to celebrate beforehand or anything, but it just feels like a divine reassurance that trust your knowing. Like, keep trusting your knowing. Everything works out fine, and all of these anxieties are coming up and out of you, and intuitively you know that as the High Priestess. It feels also with this Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and High Priestess card, it feels like there's study here. There's something about learning. So there's a lot that you're learning, and there's a lot that you're about to learn. A lot of information is making its way to you to be processed at this time. So even if things feel kind of slow, or you feel heavy or tired at this time, know that there's a lot being processed by you mentally and spiritually, emotionally. Things are flying towards you and through you to, enter and leave your reality, enter and leave your consciousness, your conscious awareness, and even your unconscious awareness. There's so much energy that you're processing, and you know that your wheel is turning. You know that spirit and you are in alignment, and that you and the universe are in alignment. And so you're able to just kind of have perspective on this anxiety and on these worries, or these little last niggling feelings that still come in, that seem to be coming in around this time. Guys, this has a lot to do with the planets and how, how fast things are moving and changing and shifting. It has to do with how these planets are interacting with each other. So there are some really amazing astrologers on YouTube, one of which I'll try to remember to link in the description box. And you probably already watch her videos. I've watched her videos as well for clarity regarding astrological, the planetary bodies and how that's affecting us. So that could be really helpful for you at this time, to give you some perspective so that it can help you distinguish between what is real and what is an illusion that is clearing itself away. I know you guys have been experiencing the intensity of the energy, intensity of the emotions, the energy, as much as I have. So, and I know that you're also proudly and strongly staying rooted on your divine path. You're staying very focused on your divine path. I see that here in this knowing. So I came today with this reading, which I haven't posted a reading here in a long time, but I came today with this reading just to check in with the energies and apparently to receive this divine reassurance and to share it with you. So now that we've pulled the tarot, let's pull a Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle card and we will close out the reading. I'll start by reading the card that came out on the split, which is more so a reading of possibly the energies that you're consciously entangled with and dealing with at this time. And then I'll move into reading the card that came out, which is the direct Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle guidance. And then finally, which also you possibly intuitively sense guidance, right? Because we're all connected to source. So I'll read that, and then finally I'll read the card on the bottom of the deck, which is the underlying energy for just the cycle of life and this crystal wisdom healing portion of the reading. So the card on the split is number 50, Carowite, Wound Healing. Carowite provides deep physical and emotional healing. Transmuting negative energy, it converts dis-ease to wellness. With its assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Carowite re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life dis-ease carried into the present life. Time to take control. You are undergoing a vibrational change, creating links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. In accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. Beautiful. Then the card that comes out as the Crystal Wisdom Guidance is number 9, Tiger's Eye, Empowerment. Tiger's Eye symbolizes prosperity and encourages right use of power. It balances your needs with those of others, finding solutions. Unlock your creativity. Find prosperity and lasting success. Long journeys and celebrations lie ahead. Your personal power, confidence, and energy are high. Use them wisely. Commit to goals. Distinguish between wishful thinking and what you really need. Assist friends to gain their heart's desire. Past lives throw light on current situations. Doing what gives you joy increases your well-being. And finally, on the underlying portion of the deck, we have number 21, Selenite, Divine Light. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing past with present. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. And that concludes the messages for this check-in reading. I'm really grateful for us having connected here today. I hope you're doing just great. And until we do connect again, do take care of yourself and happy aligning.